Hello everyone and welcome back to LM Simulation here on YouTube. I am very happy to finally be bringing to you Farming Simulator 2022. We have been waiting a hell of a long time to get this onto the channel, and I've been just waiting basically to bring it to you and give you an opportunity to look into this, this farming simulator. There is not really much competition when it comes into farming simulators. We've really only ever had the guys over at Giants with Farming Simulator. Now, I used to play this game when it was Farming Simulator 2008, 2009, that sort of period. I haven't played Farming Simulator since, simply because I found the physics to be playful, I think is a good word to put it. And then also, I just didn't like the gameplay of it. It just didn't feel very simulator-like to me. So this is going to be a review. This is going to be a full-on 100% review of Farming Simulator 2022. And if this works out, then we are going to start our own series called Martin's Farm. And then that is going to be our thing for here on LM Simulation. So, without further ado, we should jump in here to Farming Simulator 2022. I've never played this game before. I've literally just freshly installed it. I got it on DVD actually, or what they should call CD or whatever they call them. And this is a physical copy rather than one that you can get from Steam or anything like that. So this is freshly installed on my computer, and as per the latest updates, this is updated right up to today. So I have set up my gamepad on it. I've got a little Xbox 360 controller, as you know. So I will be using that on the game today, just to do the driving and stuff like that. But this is going to be not too long a video, but it's going to be an in-depth review of Farming Simulator 2022. So we will start off with the menu. So before you get into the game, I haven't really shown this just in case there's any copyright issues. Before you get into the game, there's a lovely little sort of CGI made video with some really good graphics in it, of just this sort of family, I think it's father and daughter on a farm, and they're all doing this farming in I don't know, it might not be in America, it might be in Germany or somewhere like that. Lots of different tractors involved, John Deere, various different makes that you can find. I think New Holland are in here, you've got John Deere. I hope you have Claas, C-L-A-A-S, they're my favourite manufacturer of tractor. They've got some fantastic combine harvesters that they offer, the Claas Lexians. And I'm really interested into getting them into the game if I can. No idea how this game works so far, so just want to give a basic review of the start menu. I think it's lovely. I think it's quite modern, futuristic. It's on a different planet to Farming Simulator 2008, which was dreadful, absolutely dreadful. But this bodes quite well already. That being said, never judge a book by its cover. Have you ever heard of that term? And I think Farming Simulator will definitely be one of those games where you've actually got to play it before you realise what it's going to be like. I think it's really good to make a good sort of start menu and basic sort of place where you start the game from. But is the game actually any good? Well, we are going to find out right now here on LM Simulation. So let's jump in. We're going to be doing the career. You can do multiplayer, which I never knew you could do. That's kind of cool. Still haven't got multiplayer in, well, officially in Euro Truck Simulator yet, or American Truck Simulator, so that is something this game is actually excelling at. So this game is made by the guys over at Giants Software. Kind of hoping that if we get to the point where where Giants Software are still making the game, I would hope that they've developed since Farming Simulator 2008, which wasn't very good at all. But this says it is 4K on the back. 4K Ultra HD, so we are going to get along with this. I can confirm from the back cover. Don't know if we're going to get any classes in here. Oh yes, we do. Right, use over 400 authentic vehicles and tools from brands like Case, Claas, as I said, Duke's-Fahr, which is German, Fendit, which is German, John Deere, I believe that's American, Krone, no idea where they're from. Massey Ferguson, no, I've never been a fan of them. New Holland, they're alright. Vultra and more. So there you go. You've got a lot of licensing in here. 400 plus authentic machines. And you can even do grape harvesting in the Mediterranean. Wow. Okay. this does seem like a step up from where we used to be. Right, let's jump in then. Career, let's get going. So, we've got no game saves here. So we're going to create a game save. Just press to continue. Do you want to be a new farmer, a farm manager, or start from scratch? So you already own some land and equipment. The economy is profitable and gameplay elements are on an easy setting. You can go for medium. The standard setting for getting started. You don't own any land but have some substantial funds ready for spending. The economy is stable, grain prices are decent, and gameplay elements are the standard settings. Or you could do what Clarkson's Farm is, a real challenge. The economy is tough, prices are low, you've already taken out a hefty credit with a bank. Gameplay elements are on the most realistic setting. Well, what's a good one to start off with? I'm going to go with Farm Manager. I think that seems about right. I don't want to go in the deep end. I've never played this game before, but I don't want to. I don't want it to be too easy at the same time. So let's go for Farm Manager. Select a map. So we can either start off here in Elm Creek. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? I like the watercolor effects of that. That is gorgeous. That is a gorgeous photo. That really is. Alternatively, oh, is it going to let me? Select a map. Elm Creek. Do we get any choice? Oh yeah, we do. Sorry. Hoyt Baileron. I'm gonna presume that's Baileron or somewhere like that. Maybe that's Switzerland or somewhere like that. It certainly looks like it. I don't want to go there by the looks of it. Or definitely that is Switzerland. Yeah, no, that's Switzerland. I think that's probably more like Germany. We're going to start off with Elm Creek. I think that's looks rather American to me, and I quite like America. So let's do that. We'll start off with Elm Creek. Presume there's further things you can do further down the line, getting new maps and stuff like that. Maybe there's DLC for that sort of stuff, but we're not going to delve into the DLC until we actually start this. So at the moment, I think it looks quite good. A negative aspect is that all of the sort of the pictures and stuff are very sort of drawn by hand at the moment. So as you'll probably notice, it's not 100% at this time. It's the pictures are lovely, but at the same time, it's not really showing me any gameplay, and I don't want to be in for a shock, if you know what I mean, when I find out how crap the graphics are or something like that. I really want this to have developed. Anyway, this is going to take a little bit of time to load. I have not installed this on my SSD, so because this was done on my this was done by CD, DVD, whatever you want to call it. Rather than installing it from Steam, I actually installed it into my default directory, which is the C drive, which is just my hard drive. I have no issue with that. Loading times will be pretty normal, to be honest. It won't be an SSD loading time, as you can probably tell. I probably would have got the map loaded by now, to be honest. But I am looking forward to it. I'm finding out what this game can really offer. I don't want it to be terrifically difficult. I know how difficult farming can be, and I've actually got an opportunity later this year to do some farming myself. Just very briefly, I'm going to visit a mate of mine who has a farm somewhere in the United Kingdom. I'm going to be visiting that and just getting a feel for how it feels to be able to live with livestock and stuff like that. And it'd be miles away from where I am right now in terms of sort of how I live at the moment, very suburban at the moment, but that is a different end of the spectrum, and I want to entertain that, and I want to be able to do it. So this is going to give you a slight insight into that, because farming is not easy. Any of you that will have watched Clarkson's Farm, not just for entertainment but information, it is very difficult to run a farm. Right, looks like we're here. We ready to press start? Let's go. Right, so wants me to load up a character now. I'm just going to turn up the game volume just a little bit for you. Right, so I want this to be like me. I don't want it to be. That's a woman. Let's go for that. That probably looks like me. Hairstyles. This is the part that's a little bit superfluous. Maybe this is a gimmick at the same time. Graphics are not amazing, are they? But oh, you can have a look around, which is quite nice. I find that quite cool. It just seems a little bit gimmicky to be able to design your character. I don't really like designing characters. Do you know what I mean? I feel that this is a bit of a stupid part of a game that doesn't need to be here. Well, you get a few settings, don't you? That's interesting. I'm going to go for that. That probably looks like, yeah, it looks the best. Do we want a beard? No. I'm going to say, like, that'll do. Do you want a moustache? No. Definitely not. Definitely. We'll go for a no on that front. Right, what do we want to be dressed in? What the hell is that? Is that like for a bees? Like, beekeeping? Oh, I like that. That is cool. That looks cool. Or you could be a delivery driver. What is this, Amazon simulator? Now we'll go for this. I think that looks quite cool. Oh, you can customise it as well. Oh, I quite like that. I like the high vis. The high vis is cool. We'll stay with the high vis for now, to be honest. They got some branded. Do you want me to be absolutely honest? If you owned a tractor, you wouldn't have a t-shirt with the tractor on it, would you? Unless you really are mad. Anyway. And we got the trousers I might change, because I don't particularly like them too much. Let's have a look here. Yeah, we'll go for some of them. They look good. So we'll go for some of them. Shoes. I hope none of this is costing me, because I've got no idea how much money I've got. Trainers will look a bit stupid. You want to be in proper work here, so we'll go for work boots. That'll do. Yeah, I'm not going to have this stupid thing on. That's the only thing I didn't like, is to have this on. So, let's have a look. What else do you have? Flat cap. Well, okay. Yeah, let's do. Oh, can you customize the color as well, or maybe not? Okay, that looks alright. Oh no, you can customize the color. We'll go for that color. That looks good. Lovely, and you can actually have some gloves on. We're not going to have any gloves on, I don't think. Or would you have gloves on if you were a tractor? I like these gloves, and colour. Yeah, that's a nice colour. Sort of marine blue, isn't it? Lovely. Glasses. Ooh. God, he looks weird with glasses on, I'll tell you that. Nice shades, dude. But I think hat and glasses looks a bit stupid, so we'll just go for hat. That's fine. Let's confirm that. And welcome to Farming Simulator 2022. Can the camera stop moving, please? It's like doing this constant 360-degree thing. Ah, right, so you've got to move with your Xbox controller. That's what's doing it. Right, okay, lovely. Welcome to Farming Simulator 2022. Graphics-wise, it's alright. It's alright. Must admit, it's probably better than any other farming simulator that I've ever done before. But at the same time, it's not brilliant. You know, I think for 2022, yeah, it's alright. Looks alright. I mean, when you've got like Unreal Engine 4 and that lot out, and Unreal Engine 5, I think you've even got out now. Yeah, is this really what you expect from a farming simulator? Is this the limit of the game engine? Okay, you know what? I'll live with it, to be honest. I'm going to give the environment, I'm going to give that whole side of it, I'm going to give that a solid 6 out of 10. Okay, nowhere near a 10. I think the graphics are good, clouds are a bit blurry, stuff like that. Looks a bit playful still, but at the same time, who knows, we might have advanced weather modes in this, we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, let's explore, see what we've got to do. I've no idea what it wants me to do. Just been sort of placed here. Have I got to go through these and see what these are? Right. Arable farming. In Farming Simulator 2022, there are 16 type of crops. Here we go. Right. Wheat, barley, canola, sorghum, sunflower, soybeans, corn, oat, oilseed, radish, potatoes, sugar beet, poplars, sugarcane, cotton, grapes, and olives. There are 3 mandatory steps to process field crops, cultivating, sowing and harvesting. Find more info about special crops and their requirements in the special crops section. Okay, cool. Right, that's interesting. Oh, so does it want us to go out into the map? It says press number 9 to toggle the map view. Oh, you can expand the map. I think that's quite nice, to be honest. You've even got your GPS coordinates there and stuff like that. You've got the main road here, which is very, very quiet, I must admit. What's this here? Right, so transport. Small objects such as logs can be picked up by hand and either dropped or thrown. A grabbing hand icon will appear in the middle of your screen. If you focus on an object, it can be lifted. When transporting large objects like tree trunks or bales, it's important to secure your cargo. Some trailers allow you to fasten tension belts in order to transport the object safely. Once you have loaded your cargo, you can fasten all the tension belts directly from the vehicle's controls. Alternatively, you can fasten each belt manually by standing to the side of the trailer next to your cargo. A light green outline will show where you can take your belt to be fastened. The train is available as another vehicle. Yes, man! Bring it on! But you'll need to rent it at one of the train stations for an hourly cost. You can use it to load more of your products and move it across the map and sell it. Keep in mind that you cannot transport animals, grapes, olives, grass, chaff, silage, milk, sugarcane stones, manure or slurry. Okay, fine. That's cool. Right, one thing I will say is, oh, there's a little animal over there. That's quite nice. Is that a little deer or something? Right, one thing I will say is, it's just dropped me here. I presume this is my farm. I have no idea. All I know is I've got 1,500,000 euros. So I'm off, guys. I'm just going to go and not worry about life. But it did say something about this field. This field is owned by Leroy Wilson. He's growing sugar beet. Needs lime. Okay, fair enough. Can I buy that from you, Leroy? Is that the aim, or...? I like this, though. This is kind of like an interesting building, isn't it? You can sort of walk around and have a look at your workshop here, and... oh, God, you can pick up tools and controls and stuff. That is very cool indeed. Yeah, no, actually, there's a lot more interactivity into this element, definitely. And you can run if you press RT, I notice. So what's this one? Liming. Spread lime every free harvest to gain a 50% bonus on your yield. The field info will show the needs lime hint as soon as the field requires liming. Oh, so that's what lime meant, needs lime. I didn't know that, okay. You'll need a fertilizer spreader. Not all models can be used to spread lime. Look for the lime icon when choosing your fertilizer spreader. Right, so we've got no vehicles, no income, no animals. Let's have a look. I don't know what any of this is. These are just settings, are they? Oh, right. So here you go. This is your map. That basically shows you where you are. You're essentially, I presume we're here. So you've got a field sort of here, number 44, which is being used to grow sorghum, is it? Or... ah, okay. And you've got filters for ready to harvest, that field, 39's ready to harvest. Blimey, there's a few that are ready to harvest, aren't there? There's a fast food restaurant, a gas station, a grocery mart. You see, interestingly, I have no idea what it wants me to do. So this is the weather. You've got your advanced weather sort of telling you exactly what type of weather is coming. Obviously we've just got sunny weather by the looks of it. Looks like it's good. I wonder if it needs me to accept that contract then. I wonder if that's what I've got to do. Build mode. Do you want a new shed or expand your husbandries? Use the build mode to create your dream farm. Ah, okay, so you can build your own farm as well. Right, so toggle on that menu. I don't know why it's telling me to do that. Well, it's just, I'll admit something very, very quickly for you guys. It's not very helpful in terms of telling you what you need to do. It sort of plonked me here and said, right, here you go. You know, here's a farm. Do what you need to do. And this is the main road, I presume. The sort of porter toilet over there, interestingly. This is a gas station, so where you can refill your stuff. There's an ATM. Okay. I wonder if you can go inside the gas station, or is it just a 2D building? Yeah, it's a 2D building, by the looks of it. There's a person! Oh, hello. There's a person there. Well, welcome to the quietest place on the planet, by the sound of it. Ah, there's a person walking down here. You're right, mate. So, it's given me sort of this area here. I don't know whether I've got to buy it or build it or something. Presume I'm going to need more money to buy areas, so I'm going to accept that contract then and go from there, to be honest. I think that's probably your best option. We'll do this one, Field 40 harvesting. We'll get 2,000 euros for it. All we need to do is do some harvesting. Harvest the oats in Field 40 and take the product to the grain mill. Right, so now we need to toggle the map view. Where does it need us to go? I presume that's the train down there that's moving over there. Let's go into the map and see. What was the aim? Because I'm still a little bit confused with what it's asking me to do here. So, owner of Field 40. So you need to harvest Field 40, but we haven't got any vehicles, so how can we harvest Field 40? Tell you what, this is mightily confusing with how it wants to. There's a bakery, fast food restaurant, gas station, grocery mart. So I presume we need to buy somewhere first of all. Maybe a building or something like that. That's a dairy, that's a cereal factory. Vehicle shop. Ah, yeah, that would be handy to get a vehicle first. So let's tag the place and press back. Ah, look. Now it's going to highlight that place for me. Right, now I presume I've just got to sort of hitchhike or run there very, very quickly. I don't know, this game is very weird with how it just sort of plonks you down somewhere and then says, right, good luck. Because I've got no idea. I don't own anything. Yeah. Maybe I should have gone for the easy mode because I've never played this game before. So I'm just going to see and attempt to buy some, buy a tractor. Well, a vehicle would be nice. Maybe even a car just to be able to get around would be nice. I've got 1,500,000 and I'm about to get a little bit more if I harvest this bloke's field for him. So Samuel Ortega. It does need lime and it's ready to harvest. So oh, there's a car. But welcome to Clever Motors. I presume this is where we're going to get our first vehicle from. Right, so let's have a look. Can we just get a car? Yeah, let's get a car first. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. They look cool, don't they? Get a little John Deere. I like that. That looks really cool, to be honest. 26,000. Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's worth getting that already? I do. That'd be a nice quick way to get around everywhere. Let's do it. Let's buy the John Deere XUV 865M. Look at that. That is how you get around a farm. Right. Oh, you can customise your license plate. Oh, let's put L. I wonder if it will let me put. Ah, it's being a bit funny with that one, isn't it? Let's just go for OK. That would do. Oh, you can have a winch on it and stuff like that. A 3-point winch. No, I think we're happy with that. I think we're very happy with that. So let's go. Oh, you lease it or do you buy it? You can lease it. Okay, that's interesting. Well, I'm just going to buy because I've got enough money. So, there it is! We've got our first vehicle here. We've got our first vehicle. Look at that. That is a fantastic bit of kit, that. That really is cool. So we can enter the vehicle as well. That is certainly happy with that. Right, so I think we press E. Ah, we're in. Yes. Yes, boy. Can I get into the cab? Oh, what are you doing? Right, okay. Presume I can't get into the cab. Or can I? Yes, I can! Wonderful, right. So now we need to... well, I presume we need to now get some things to harvest this guy's field. He wants field 40 harvested. Oh, bloody hell, he came out of nowhere, didn't he? Look at the inside of this. This looks mighty cool, doesn't it? This is one way to get about, isn't it? So, he needs his field harvested. So, I presume we now need a harvester, which would make most sense, wouldn't it? To be honest. So let's have a look into the map. It's just going to save your content here. So where's field 40? This is field 40 over here. So he needs that harvested. Let's have a look. So ready to harvest is yellow. So yeah, it's ready to harvest. That's good. So we need to get a harvester. So we're going to go back now to the shop and buy a harvester. Or is this it? Clever Motors. Here we go. So we're just going to park up outside. I'll park up here. That'll do. There we go. Seems like a good parking place. So now we need to go back. Hello, can I get a rewards card? I seem to be a frequent flyer here. So we need a harvester now. Ooh, I can only imagine these are going to be very, very expensive. No idea what he needs harvesting. Olive, grape, forestry, animals, mowers. Mowers! I like that. Beat technology, what's that? What's in there? Have a look. What are these? Indicated crop types. Oh, they're not as expensive as I thought, to be honest. So I need to ascertain first what type of field he's got. So if I press back and then go into escape, I need to know what type of field he's got. So he's got, that looks like oat to me. Would you say oat? I'd say oat on that. That's that type of ground. So oat. So we need to harvest an oat field according to our contract. Harvest the oat in field 40 and take the product to grain mill. Right. Okay, lovely. So there's two things you need to get. Is to get a harvester and somewhere to store the harvested stuff. Okay, so now I know what we need to do. So we need to get a harvester for oat. So an oat harvester. Ooh. Let's have a look here. What is it? Would it be grass, chaff, wood chips, sugar beets, grain? That can do oat, can it? I presume so. That is the one we'll have to get at the moment. Clearly we can't afford anything else. What is that? Bizarre thing, isn't it? Very bizarre. Ah, here we go. Right, sorry, I kind of didn't have it up enough. Right, here we go. Harvesters. Ah, now we're getting there. Now we're certainly getting there. This is more like it. Oh, can I get the class? That looks fantastic. And I love class. Class are my favourite. They really are. They got that class Lexion. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. We'll have to get a try on for now though, because I don't have that much money. So we'll get a class try on. We won't lease this, or shall we lease it? Because you can give it back at the end of the lease period. Oh, that is a beast of a machine. I mean, even if that's the smaller one, yes. We'll go for Michelin tyres, because, well, of course. Only need a class 720. Tryon 720, that looks good enough for me. 30 kilometers an hour, 500 litres. Yeah, it seems to be alright. So if we leased it, base cost per work day, lease it for 18 grand. Yeah, I'd say so. Okay, and if I press buy, no, sorry, if I press back, now I need an attachment for it, don't I? So now we need an attachment, a header for it. So we need a header for a class Lexion. Wow, they're expensive, aren't they? Oh, very expensive indeed. I presume, because we've got the class, we're going to have to go for this. So, and we'll just buy this outright, to be honest. Yeah. Okay, that's lovely. Super. So we've got that. Now we just need a tractor. Well, technically we need a trailer first to be able to hold it in. The class carrot, that should hold enough, shouldn't it? 4.9 tons. Ah, you can get much larger ones down there, can't you? Much more expensive. Yeah, we'll go for this one for now. That looks good for me. Looks like you can hold quite a fair bit in there. That looks quite good. So we'll buy that. That looks good. And then we'll also need to buy a tractor for it. So let's go to small tractors. Ooh. I do want a class. I've got a class. Yes. Class Arian. That's what I'm looking for. Definitely what I'm looking for. Right. And we'll lease that as well. There we go. Lovely. So now we should have everything we need. So if I press back. Ah! Look at how quickly my farm is being built now. Look at that. Now that is awesome. Haha! I've always loved these ever since I was a kid and I got to ride in one. I've always loved these. So, yep, absolutely cannot wait. That is going to be a terrific bit of kit. Look at the size of the header on it as well. Man, that is mighty. Right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get this tractor out of the way because it is a little bit in the way here. So we are going to enter the vehicle. Oh, which is the X button. Oh, very nice indeed. Right, and now we need to obviously change the view, which is the R. Oh, hello. Look at this. This is technical, isn't it? Now this is something you never used to get in Farming Simulator, the original one. It's all of this technical information here, you see. So, right, so we're going to reverse very slowly onto him. I want to regulate that brake. Right, attach is A. Lovely, there we go, super stuff. Let's get going. So we're going to take this down to the field, and then literally we're just going to head back and pick up the rest of the bits. So, oh, this is awesome. This, very nice indeed. I mean, it's much better, I think, than the original one. I think if I'm going to be absolutely honest, I'm already enjoying it, and I'm already building up the farm, and obviously getting lots of different bits of kit that we need. So yeah, we're certainly well on our way, that is for sure. Field 40 is not far away. We're going to an outside view. If we press R, we can. Very nice. Just got to watch on the fuel as well, actually, because we've got to pay for fuel as well. Which is not going to be cheap, I can imagine. So this is field 40 here on the left hand side here. Not a big field at all, but just be able to drop this tractor off. I'm going to drop it off just here. That'll do. Just get to the end of the field. And there we go. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to turn the game sound up, because I have noticed it is quite quiet. So if you go into the escape menu, and I've got to find the settings, which are all the way down here. Celsius, area unit, hectares, acres, hectares. We'll go for acres. Want it in miles, pounds, yeah, that'll help. Radio, no, thanks, don't need any of that. But the volume, environment volume, 100%, radio volume, 0. That should do. Save game. There we go, back. So, I am noticing that we have got the sound quite low on this thing, to be honest, so let's see if that helps. So there we go. That is our tractor in position, ready to start harvesting. Our class Arian. That is looking nice indeed, must admit. Right, so now what we've got to do is we've got to head back and pick up the other bits. I'm just trying to think of the best way to do that, to be honest. When you're only one person, it's quite difficult, because at some point we are going to have to go. So what I will do is we are going to have to walk all the way over, because we've got no choice. We have dropped our load off in the field, our bits. I must admit, I'm getting to like this game a little bit more, which I didn't do with Farming Simulator. I played it for a couple of hours and then I almost binned it. I wasn't very happy with it at all. But with this, it is a bit different. You know, you genuinely feel like you're actually on a farm. You feel there's a lot. The graphics have changed. I just hope the gameplay's changed, because I didn't really feel like when you were actually doing the grass cutting, when you were actually mowing the lawn, when you're actually performing harvesting, you didn't really feel like you were doing anything, to be honest. It was a bit lackluster, I must admit. But we'll see. We've got a massive, great combine harvester to pick up now, and once we pick that up, that is everything we need over at the field, so we can get ready and start harvesting. Basically, once we've harvested and dropped off our load, that will be today's episode finished, and that will be our review of Farming Simulator complete. I will be bringing back some more of this, because I am really getting into this. You know, it's not one of these games that you'll binge straight away, but wow. Look at that. Now that is a gigantic bit of kit. That. So let's enter the vehicle. Class Tryon 720. So let's go into the. Wow, you're high up here, aren't you? Right, let's attach this on here. Wow, bloody hell! How do you drive on the roads with that? You basically can't see anything. Right, might have to go into the external view. Bloody hell! Hell's bells, that's big. Now I know on the roads these don't tend to have these attached. You've got to have it on a trailer. Oh, 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 whoa! But since we don't have a trailer at the moment, we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Beep, beep. I'm not hiring an AI worker yet. I know we can... I know we can, but oh my god, jeez, that is so big. Oh god, sorry mate. So we killed so many people so far. What is select next tool? I'm going to find out in a minute what that select next tool does. If that changes to a different vehicle, I'm going to go mad. I really am, because that means I wouldn't have had to have walked all that way. But look at that. I am so impressed with that. That is a superb bit of kit. And here we are. Oh, he dodged a bullet there, didn't he? Well, crashed it. And there we go. Welcome to the field. So, I reckon we should just get going, to be honest. What does select next tool do? Oh. I didn't want to detach it. Ugh. Oh, bloody hell, that gets me off. Right, okay. So how do I lower it then? Oh. Yes, please. We'll have some of that. Very nice indeed. Look at that. We are tractoring, guys. Oh, gosh. Bloody hell, right, okay. Something I've just realised is I was actually hiring an AI worker to do that, so... Right, I wonder how you control this bit of kit. Oh yes, you can change the vehicle. Right, so what do we need to do? We need to lower the header, which is with B, and turn on the harvester, which is X. Yes. We're learning, guys. We can do this all on our own. We don't need to hire an AI worker. In fact, let's go to our... Oh, there's going to be a sign there. That might get knocked over, that. Yep, sorry, mate. But we got work to do. Right, so lower header is B. Let's get back to work, guys. Now this is awesome. I am happy with this. Welcome to Farm Simulator, guys. We finally made it. After all this time, we finally got there. I'm very happy with that. We've just got to keep an eye on that little meter down there that basically tells you how much harvest you've got in behind. We've got 17% at the moment, so we're more than able to go a little bit further on this one. And then obviously we're going to need to go over to him and take the harvest away. Look at that though. That is a mammoth bit of kit. There we go, look at that. Happy harvesting, guys. Look at that. That is fantastic, that. And lift the header. Beware of that road, which we'll use to turn round. Oh, I like how we've got all this nature now taking its course. Yeah, we're going to make a lot of money doing this, we really are. Yep, so we're only at 34%, so we're doing quite well. Might be able to do the whole field. Contract on field 40 is 33%. Right, okay, we're doing alright then. Oh, did that a little bit too soon, didn't we? There we go. Oh, we just missed a bit here, so I'm just going to go back. There we go. Doing alright on the fuel as well. Lovely bit of kit this though. Really nice indeed. Starting to really get into it, definitely. Backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. It's not going to take us that long, and we're nearly there. We're about 60% done. Wow, look at this. You can have the radio on while you're doing this and everything, but because of the licensing on YouTube, I don't want to risk it, unfortunately, so... Whoa. Let's do a nice little turn. There we go. Seems to be doing well. Let's see how we do from the inside this time. Very high tech, I must admit. You've got lots of different options in here. I must admit, I am going to give a huge congratulations to whoever's designed this heads-up display that's worked. very, very intuitive, very modern, and it brings the game into the 21st century. I think it was stuck permanently in the 20th century, this game, and it wasn't very appealing. But for, you know, I've got this all on default settings in terms of the sensitivity, steering sensitivity, all of that. I'm a huge, huge, huge fan of what they've done with this game, definitely. There we go. And we're certainly on our way to getting this field done, that is for sure. I think we missed a bit over there, which we'll be able to do right at the end, that's fine. Going to the outside view. Wow. We missed a bit over there as well, you see. It's just with practice, you've got to get used to the sort of the width of the harvester itself and how much you're going to be harvesting. I mean, we're 92% done, so something tells me we're not going to be able to fit all of the grain into this harvester. In fact, I think very shortly we might not even get this line done. Right, yep, that's us finished, so we've now got to go over and drop off our load. Right, this is where it's going to be a little bit tricky, this. Don't know how long this arm is. Right, pipe out is that one. Pipe in, enable straw swap. What's that done? Well, come on, are you going to get rid of it, or...? Right. Oh, you can extend this, and I like that. That's kind of cool. Right. I am struggling to... Ah, there we go. That's going to fill up quite quickly now, I can imagine. All the way to the top, please. Should be able to hold all of it, shouldn't it? Fingers crossed. Yeah, with no issue. So let's get the rest of the work done. Look at that, that is awesome. That top view of a harvester, oh my word. So we're just going to get this final bit of this field number 40 done, full of oats, which is good for your. So this will be for your your porridge oats and stuff like that. This will be where that comes from. Look at all the birds gathering the minute that we finished harvesting. Go on, move. I just want to get these last bits done here. We're pretty much all the way done with this field, to be honest. I do like the addition of the birds though, look at that. Something I would never have expected for them to consider in a farming simulator, to be honest. So we've got a final few bits to do over here, and then we're finished with field number 40. And there we go, that is field 40 pretty much complete there. Fantastic work. We can now basically drop off the rest of our load in this trailer and get going basically for the drop-off point, the mill where we've got to drop off this load. So let's pipe out. There we go. So we drop the rest of our load in there. Lovely. There we go. Job done. So now what we can do is we can fold the harvester. Oh no, we need to disable the straw path first, pipe in. And then we're going to fold the harvester. Just going to part this up over here basically, and that is us finished. Look at that. Good job work. Good job, well done. Samuel Ortega, your field is fully harvested, my friend. Let's get your stuff over to the mill. Right, let's have a look on the old map. We just need to pinpoint where we're going on this one. So we've got to take this over to the mill, which I believe is up here. So it's at the grain mill. So we're going to tag that place, escape, and have a look where it wants us to go. So we're going to go this way, over to the grain mill. Hope I'm going the right way. Number 9, and have a look. Yeah, we are. Just follow the map, basically. Is that the motorway? well, what could be considered a motorway, definitely, yeah. We don't want that. We're going to be taking the next road on the right. Full of oat that we've just freshly harvested. Must admit the driving physics are still a little bit ropey, but I'm sure with a little bit less sort of pushing and pulling, I think with a little bit easier sort of driving, you could certainly get this done. This is no issue. Ooh, interesting. So it's no lorries. There we go. Let's zoom out a bit. So we've got the back end in as well. Know where we need to go. Doing well here, aren't we? Our lovely class tractor and our grain of oat, our oat grain that we're going to be delivering over to the mill. Right, where are we going to be going here? Need to go right here. There we go, welcome. So we've made it. We've done a job well done. In our first episode, we've already harvested a field and delivered the oat grain to the mill. So RB and Y. There we go, look at that. Successfully delivered all of that. And that's a job well done. So £954 of harvest income. Not too bad. I've spent a lot of money to make a lot of money. And that is our journey done. So the first ever farming simulator episode here on LM Simulation. It's probably gone on a little bit longer than I would have probably anticipated, but therefore it does just show you how good this game really is when you do get into it. And I must admit, a lot has changed since Farming Simulator 2008, and I will be more than happy to bring this back for further episodes here on LM Simulation. Obviously the episodes won't be as long as this, but I will be kickstarting Martin's Farm in May here on LM Simulation. I've just got to allow until then because I've got a little bit of other content that I want to cover in the meantime. But thank you very much for watching. I really do hope you have enjoyed this first ever episode of Farming Simulator here on LM Simulation. So, I'm just going to round off the review now. Really, really good game. Actually, more addictive than I would have thought, to be honest. I've happily spent ages on this game, to be honest. I just looked at the time and I can't believe how long I've spent recording this video today. Time has flown with this game and I've been absolutely mesmerised with how much it's changed since Farming Simulator 2008. So I am going to give this game a fat round 8 out of 10 in terms of its overall quality and everything else, from the map to the ability to do stuff. I think it's a little bit, when you first start off at the game, it doesn't really tell you very much. And you're a little bit lost, but I've been thoroughly intrigued by all the aspects of what you can do, and obviously getting the money back. That is the most important thing, and doing a job well done. There's a lot more into this game. We've got a lot more to do. Ploughing, sowing, cultivating. There's so much more to this game. There really is. And I can't wait to bring that to you. We are going to be starting with Martin's Farm on LM Simulation in May 2022. But in the meantime, I do hope everyone has a fantastic rest of your day, evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch this this program here on LM Simulation on YouTube. And I will be back with another YouTube video in about a week's time. We are heading off into Train Simulator land again, and we are catching up with the Class 700, which is recently brought itself over to Train Simulator, so I can't wait to bring that to you. In the meantime, been wonderful. I've been LM Simulation. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video here. All the best, do take care, and ta-ra!